Hello everyone, today we're out here on Bushranger's Run and we're after some trophy goats. So we're out here searching around looking for some nice feral goats and we didn't really find any goats. But what we found was something even more special. It was pretty funny actually because when we first saw this I wasn't quite sure if it was a rare or if it was just a bad lighting where it was reflecting off of the animal making it look rare. So within seconds from me just shooting it with the AR-223, because all I had on me was the AR-223 and my Camo Pulsar compound bow. So it was getting late at night and we didn't have much time. So like I said, all I was going to do was just shoot them just so I would know whether or not it was rare. I didn't really care what it scored, but I didn't really think it was rare. So then this happens. Alright, so we just got to my feeder, and you can see there's quite a bit of goats here, but nothing really worth hanging on the wall. A couple of decent ones, and a really cool piebald one there, that's a female. Just average type goats. Well, just off here, I just saw something that looked pretty white. There was actually two hogs. One of them was cream colored and one of them was cream colored but a little bit brighter. But it was so far away that I couldn't quite tell what it was. And I just got up over on this hill to try and get a shot with the AR-223. And that's because if you look at my inventory, I don't have anything else to shoot it with that we can really use as far as a rifle. So I just wanted to shoot it, and I didn't really have time to hunt it down with a bow and arrow or anything like that. So right here is the cream colored hog. If you look at this one, you can see it doesn't look too white. It just looks like a normal cream colored, kind of blends in with the environment. But this other one I just saw, it looked a little whiter, and it was a male too. But I couldn't quite tell if it was rare or not. So we decided to track him down a ways and pull out the AR-223 because the scope on it is pretty good and we should be able to get a good look at him. And there he is right there. You can just barely see a little flash of white. But when we come over to the side over here, you can see that it's definitely white. And I just can't figure out if it's rare or if it's some strange colored hog that I haven't really seen too much of. Now, I haven't seen an albino hog in a long time, over a year and a half, and I've only actually killed one, or maybe two. I think I actually did kill two. I shot one on Logger's Point out of a tree stand once, but the other one I actually shot off my hog feeder. And this one, we're out here looking for feral goats. So first off, we weren't even looking for this, but yeah, it's a male, and he actually goes to sleep. So he went to sleep, and I believe it's like 9:30 right now. Game time. So we're going to check the wind here real quick and make sure that we have a good wind. Now the wind's blowing sort of in his direction, but a little bit to the left. So we should be alright as long as we stay to the right where the wind passes right past him, but he can't quite smell us. So there he is right there. Pretty as a picture. Just sitting there sleeping right out in the wide open, right on this little mound of dirt. Now we're going to use the trees for cover. And the only thing I can think of is to try and get within bow range and try and get a shot. Now first we're going to use the reverse draw crossbow, but since I only have 2 or 3 tracers left, I think we can actually get close enough to use the Camo Pulsar. And also it's my favorite bow, so if we can get within 70 meters of them, it definitely has plenty of penetration to make a kill shot. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to load up the Camo Pulsar, put some tracer arrows in it, and see how close we can actually get to this hog without him noticing that we're here. And as soon as we get a little bit closer, we're going to check the wind again, and basically we're just going to hug tight to these trees and make sure that he's still there. Every once in a while we're just going to take a glance over. There he is right there. Yeah, you can see he's a pretty decent one. Should be at least 700 plus. And for an albino, that's pretty awesome. I believe my biggest albino is only like a 710. So this potentially could beat that. And not only that, I think it's going to look pretty cool on the wall. So we're checking the wind again. It's still blowing a little bit to the left, but that's alright. We're going to swing around a little bit more to the right and get behind these trees here. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to him now. We're going to check what range we're at and keep creeping closer. So again, if I had my 9.3 or my 308 carbon rifle, I would definitely take a shot by now. But all we have is the AR-223, and we're getting within bow range. So he's 64 meters away, and we can shoot 70 meters no problem and hit him. But I think we can actually put a kill shot on him right here. So we're going to get out the Camo Pulsar and hold for the top of the lung and take a shot. That was definitely a good hit, but he's still sitting there. You can see he's hit right dead center in the middle of the body. Should have hit some kind of vitals for sure. And now he gets up. He realizes he's hit, and he takes off. But he's definitely hit pretty solid because you can see the tracer sticking right out of him. So we're going to go over, creep over a little bit, and see what kind of blood we got. I'm hoping we might have liver shot him. I actually hope we hit lungs, but I don't know if we hit lungs or not. I know it's way better to hit liver than to hit front shoulder, because if you hit body on a pig, it's going to take at least 30 to 40 minutes to find them, and you're going to be tracking them for quite some ways. So if you hit liver or intestine, he'll probably be dead within about 10 to 15 game minutes, which is definitely way more efficient than hitting them in the body. So here's some blood right here. And it looks like we got intestines. Yep, that's intestine blood. Pretty solid. So I'm very confident with the shot. And I don't think he's going to go too far. But we're just going to creep up to the next track here. Check the percentage. And see if the percentage is dropping drastically. If it is, we'll probably keep tracking him a little bit. But if it doesn't, we're going to hold off. Give him a little bit to lay down. And die. Okay, here you can see it's fleeing. So that's not really the best thing. That basically means that we hit intestine. We didn't hit liver. But that's alright. He's still going to die. So we're going to wait a little bit longer. And then we'll keep tracking him. And hopefully we can find him down. So not only that, but if you look at our hunter mate here, you can see the out of bounds is just there, maybe like 150 meters away. So if we keep pushing this hog, he could potentially run out of bounds, and we won't get him. Alright guys, so we waited about 15 game minutes now, and we're going to continue tracking him. So we have the next track up here, and he's fleeing. So hopefully we find some more roaming blood, or maybe even we find a dead pig. More fleeing tracks, and here we have a dead pig. He's down, guys. And let's check again just to make sure. And that is for sure an albino feral hog male. That is pretty awesome. Yeah, I've been kind of wanting one of these for quite some time now to get him hung up on the wall. And we finally got ourselves an albino male feral hog. And he has some pretty decent teeth on him too. You can see the shot was just a touch high, but definitely a solid kill shot. So let's pick him up and see what he scores. And you can see we hit him in the intestine at 64 meters. And he scores 713.6. So this might be my biggest albino feral hog yet. So that is pretty awesome. Let's take a really cool trophy shot of him. Alright, I think that looks really cool right there. Definitely a nice picture. So we'll take that. And yes, we're going to mount him. Alright guys, well that was pretty awesome. We found ourselves a rare. And we weren't even looking for him actually. And that's the key thing about finding these rares. Same thing with the non-typical the other day. And even the piebald. We weren't looking for specific rares. They just happened to find us. And we got lucky. And here you can see that it was albino. and it was sleeping at 63.8 meters, and we hit it in the intestines. So that's pretty cool. Alright, well let's head over to the trophy lodge and go take a look at him hanging on the wall. Alright guys, here we are at the trophy lodge, and here's our albino 713 feral hog. Pretty awesome. Yeah, we spotted him out there, snuck up on him. He actually went to sleep. We got within bow range, put a good hit on him, and he went down. So here you can see we have all three rares on one wall, and that looks pretty cool. We actually had to move the ibex over there, but he still looks good there. And we put our 200 Muley over here up on the fireplace. So I think he looks pretty good there too. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be the end of this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.